Hello, my name is Shane Carr, the Executive Director of the Lincoln Community Center. Today I'd like to talk to you a little about organization, about some of our careers here at the Lincoln Center. We're an organization that's been here in the community for over 100 years. Our roots go back to 1865, in which we started as a one-room schoolhouse. Then we converted into the Lincoln Community Hall, which was used for festive, social, recreational, and educational opportunities. My name, as I said, is Shane. I'm the Executive Director here. I've been here in this role since 2011, September of 2011. My daily role responsibilities consist of a lot of things. Number one, kind of as the leader of operations, overseeing the budget, overseeing our staffing, our programming, making sure we have adequate staff here, and then working with the rest of our staff to make sure that we're fulfilling some of the needs and the programs and activities of the community of Troy that we see as a need. In my daily job, come in, check on what's going on in terms of communication that's needed on behalf of the center, check on our funding, our budget, work directly with our board of directors to make sure we're implementing policies and procedures that keep everybody safe, that keep our community center thriving, and to keep us fiscally in a good spot to where we continue to offer our programs to the community. That's really important and critical now in that we just added on a $4 million expansion, 21,803 square feet, that will offer a high school regulation gymnasium, an art studio, 2 classrooms, a computer lab, office space for our staff, a weight room, a walking track, and a nice mezzanine area that will allow for us to offer activities and programs and additional seating in the gym. One of the most important things that I believe in is just being a positive role model, number one for our children, for our staff, and for people in the community. So just working hard to not only lead by example, but I really believe in having a servitude leadership approach. Naturally, days go by where I'll drop the ball or I'll forget something, and that's where really I rely on my staff, and they do a great job of picking up the ball and not allowing me to make the excuse that Mr. Carter forgot. They just take care of business, and I'm really blessed to have our staff. Where we're at today, beginning of 2021, we've really came so far over the last 9 or 10 years. Our staff has grown dynamically. When I started back in 2011, had 4 part-time staff members. Then Nicole Burton came on board and started helping us in a role of really everything.
Hello, my name is Nicole Burton, Executive Admin Assistant here at Lincoln Community Center. I work on marketing, brochures, special event flyers, in-house signs, bulletin boards, and expos that we go to trying to inform the community on what Lincoln Community Center does. I have worked in various capacities from managing a credit union, a bank teller, retail manager, and various other positions I feel that have given me talents that I can utilize here at Lincoln Community Center going forward.
We have a wide variety of support staff here at the center that will range from high school interns that come and work seasonal and part-time, to volunteers, to folks that come in and serve in a role of helping with a particular program such as basketball or after-school programming. The role of our support staff is working on setting up, breaking down for events, working on logistics, making sure that we've got our parking lots blocked off. Especially through COVID, I really liked how our staff stepped up. We were able to offer a lot of our programs really by way of a tent, by way of social distancing, by way of virtually collaborating with the library, collaborating with the Troy Rec, and utilizing a lot of our resources to be able to bring the program or bring the initiative to the constituent or to the patron. Knowing that our building was closed for some time in March, our support staff and entire staff did a great job of morphing our programming and using technology to the best of our benefit.
Hello, I'm Grant Raymer. I go to school at Troy High School. I'm a groundskeeper and a child advisor here at the Lincoln Center. And throughout high school, my experiences that I've learned have gone on to the kids and their experience and knowing how important it is to get a good education and how important that is for the future.
One person that a lot of us know, if you've ever been to the Lincoln Center, is Harold Hughes. Mr. Hughes has served as a mentor and role model for many of us, including myself. He's been here at the Lincoln Center for 30 plus years. He's served in a role of what I would call a youth coordinator. He served in a role as kind of our basketball coach and mentor throughout the past 30 years. A person that manned the office and took care of operational things, and really a guy that now, since being confined to a wheelchair, really played an important role in making the Lincoln Community Center a place for all people. I think of a guy that stuck around late with kids, showed up early. He even allowed for us to utilize his family time at his house. A lot of times when we were kids, the center would close. He lived next door at a property here where the center used to own. And we go to his house on weekends and nights, and his family a tribute to them. They really shared Mr. Hughes with the entire community. So we tip our hat to him. He's a gentleman that our gym floor in our old building is named after because of his 30 years of commitment to service, community, and mentorship here in the community of Troy. Another person that's really, really critical to our staff is Zavon or Alexis Smith. Alexis grew up here at the Lincoln Community Center, and I remember back in 2011 when I started, she was a young lady that was a little quiet, really had great ideas, very creative, well liked by her friends. And just watching her grow up and mature as a young lady, now she's in a leadership role here at our center where she directs the young people in the after-school program, and she participates in doing that with Ms. Ruth Scott. Our after-school program is Monday through Friday. Starts after school, so around 2:40 to 3 o'clock, and the kids are here until 5 o'clock. And Alexis has done a great job tutoring our kids, mentoring our kids, helping them with academia, helping them just with social skills, and ultimately being serving as a positive role model and mentor for the youth and the community in the city of Troy. We also have a huge recreation staff. Our recreation staff, I would say all of us ante up to try and make things go on. You know, with our youth programs now, our basketball league has grown to 307 plus kids from all over the Miami Valley. So there's certain times throughout our day in which people just have to kind of ante up and help out in roles that usually they're not in. Generally speaking, our recreation staff consists of Julio Herrera and Marcus Couch, as well as a lot of the other younger kids, the high school interns, and the rest of us that help out.
Hello, my name is Marcus Couch. I am the recreational and sports staff here at the Lincoln Center. Right now, what I do is I work with the youth in the basketball league. Over the years, I coach high school football, junior high basketball, junior high football, and my fun thing to do here is just help support with the kids and working with the community. Go LCC.
And their role in terms of in the recreation stuff, we have our winter and spring basketball leagues. We have our summer soccer program. We have Wednesday night volleyball. There's some oversight on our aquatics program, our deep water arthritis program, and now as our community center has grown, we will have a walking track that's available as well as pickleball that we've always had historically through the mornings. So we're excited to offer more recreational programs as well as educational programs. And Julio Herrera and Marcus Couch have done a really nice job of allowing us to grow those programs and be an advocate for those programs. Our educational staff has definitely grown dynamically. We're very thankful that we've had Ruth Scott. She's been a great advocate for our young people. She's also involved at the Troy Rec and their early childhood program. She comes with a lot of experience and years of just working with kids and great tutelage and great ability to cope with different children and really deal with whatever their situation is, whether it's academic, if it's social skills, if it's something at home. So we're very grateful to have her. Ruth Scott has been involved in our organization now going on what would be 6 years. And her and her husband Mark have been great educators for our community center and have allowed our academic programs to grow dynamically.
My name is Ruth Scott. I have a Bachelor of Arts degree from Muskingum College here in Ohio. Oh, it's Muskingum University now. My job here at the Lincoln Center is to work with the children at the after-school program. We have kindergarten through 4th grade upstairs, and even with the hybrid, we have students who come from home to do schoolwork, but also to do activities and just some socialization during the hybrid time. What we do here as a program for the after school is very important for these children. They get an opportunity to do their homework here, and we support the teachers. We have open lines of communication with the teachers in the community, and it also brings in the parents. And just from being here, it is like an outreach for the community. It is a place for students to come not just on an after-school program day, but to come for sports and all kinds of activities that the Lincoln Center promotes and supports. So we really have a big job with with the community. And we would love it if any of you would like to help us by participating in listening to a child read, going through flashcards, volunteering, and coming and helping us with these students who come here for one-to-one help. Thank you.
From a building operations standpoint, we all are very thankful for Miss Joanne Anderson. Joanne helps us in this role of making sure that our accounts payable are taken care of, making sure that our staff hours, we have proper staffing, keeping track of our inventory of our materials, handling volunteer coordination if people calling in want to volunteer, as well as building rental, our snack in terms of supplies for our after-school program, which has been funded by the Troy Foundation for the past 9 years, and really a flexibility role that whenever she sits in that front office, you never know what issue or problem or patrons coming in the door. So a lot of patience that requires, a lot of understanding that requires, and Joanne Anderson does a great job of being able to man that position.
Hi, my name is Joanne Anderson, otherwise known at the center as Ms. J. My job description here is I'm the building operations manager. Part of that includes accounts payables. I help set up and arrange special events, as well as building rentals. So come and see us, give us a call. We're happy to rent you our building. And my degree, I have an associate's degree right now in social services, but currently working on getting a bachelor's. How my degree has helped me is to be more compassionate and more wanting to help other folks who come in here who have a need, or just have a question. And so I feel like being here at the Lincoln Center is one of the best things that's ever happened to my life. And I look forward to folks coming and checking us out.
Next, I talked about our donor relations coordinator as well as our communications. I'd tell you a really important job in working with our donors and working with making sure we're getting our tax deductible receipts back to people in a timely manner. We're making sure our thank yous are sent out in a timely manner, and that we're communicating opportunities to donate and give to the Lincoln Community Center. In that role right now, we have Maggie Sink, who handles our donor relations. She does everything from manage Donor Perfect and making sure that our finances in terms of donations are tracked properly. She also handles some of our communications via social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then working directly with Nicole Burton, myself, on what's important. So, for example, on Giving Tuesday, are we letting the community know opportunities and ways to give to the Lincoln Community Center? With our recent matching funds program through the Lurries, making sure we're highlighting opportunities for people to be able to donate and how that matching works. Also working in our relations and communications coordinator would be Katie Meinsinger. Katie plays an important role in not only helping us with communication through the Troy schools and our scholarship program, communications through the United Way, and working towards some of the recent funding and grant opportunities they've had with COVID-19. She also helps myself and Nicole with some grant writing, and most recently working from a communication standpoint on proper signage, both inside and outside of our building, so that we can keep people safe and that we can have our wayfinding and naturally the flow of traffic understands where things are within our facility. Very, very excited about our entire staff on our team. We're grateful for our entire Lincoln Community Center staff. We believe here at the center we have a wide range of occupations and careers. We believe that empowering young people and being able to work with our high school students so that they're one day adults that return back here in the community of Troy to support our center. And we also believe that we believe in diversity and inclusion. One last person I'd like to speak on is Robin Lucas, who's been here for 25 plus years. He's in a nighttime supervisor role in which he has a lot of responsibility in manning the building and making sure it's safe, and that we have adults throughout the facility in the evenings that are playing volleyball and swimming, and making sure that we have total understanding of the operations, and that we have a safe community center here for our patrons. So once again, Lincoln Community Center Association Incorporated. We've been in the community dating back to 1865. My name is Shane Carr. I'm the Executive Director. I've been in this role since September of 2011, and we're extremely grateful for our staff and all of the many roles that they play, and our Board of Directors and their leadership with our center. Thank you.